maybe I'm not.
Yes, you are. There you go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the home of live Skittles in Oxfordshire. It's the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford for this Division 1 clash between Knickers, the home team, and Lads Night Out. Those of you who know the lads will know that skipper Alan is normally a stickler for pre-planning, statistics and everything else, but unfortunately tonight he's just flush with the success of his house move, and it's just randomly picked from whoever's rocked up. So, for Lads Night Out, Albert in at number 1, followed by Alex, Andy, Matt, Brian, and of course Alan bringing it home. The Knickers have gone with Mike as number 1, followed by Steve, then John, Dave Groves, Pete Ward, and Derek is bringing us up. Alan's won the toss, a rarity this season, it has to be said, the toss win. He's put the Knickers in first. So it's game on with Dave to throw first.
It's not Mike. It's Mike, isn't it? Come on. Mike Axenberry.
Oh, it is Mike. Apologies. It is Mike. I couldn't read from the shadows. It's Mike going first. And I was going to say now I know who it is. Hopefully he'll bowl better, but sadly he's still bowled like Dave.
You said you wanted to rest this one out, didn't you? You said you were just going to be part of the crowd.
Well, that's an excellent third shot pickup. Very good. 7 scored there for Mike. Setting a strong target for young Hansel, who's coming off a run of excellent performances the last 2 times out. He's been chosen again as of right. He's chosen to keep his knitwear firmly on his head. I wonder if that might overheat the lad. Let's see. First ball for Albert. It's a lovely shot on the king. Taken 5 with that first one. He's going to hopefully go to the right as you look at it. Yeah, let's have a look. Yes, he has. That's unlucky. Split those 2. Same shot again, it looks like. That's unlucky. 5 scored for Albert. So Knickers take a 2-pin advantage into the second man. And it's Steve Gray for Knickers. He jauntily strode up to the alley there.
How many games this man's played this season? It might be his debut. It might be the season debut here. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know all the stats inside out, but it's a name I don't recognise from there.
It's a face I do, though.
I mean, there's a certain kind of face that a skittler has, isn't there? I think. Let's be honest.
Here we go for the third ball. Oh, that was unlucky there. Another 5 there. So, Alex Slezak is up next. He appears to have... No, I've been setting up for the live shenanigans. As I'm not playing, I don't care, Alan.
Not sure about the decoration there.
No, it's a bit weird.
A bit off-putting.
No. Anyway, here's Alex Slezak for lads. He needs 7 to bring us back level. 3 per ball is all you need. And a little extra bonus there. That's brought us up to equality. That's a very strong 8. A little wry. He's pretending not to be pleased with that. He's pretending to be unhappy with an 8, but secretly, deep down, he's well chuffed. So, we squeak out a little 1-pin advantage. In at number 3 for the Knickers, it's John Cullum. He's the skipper, is he?
I think John wouldn't consider it unfair to say that he's been disappointed with his performances thus far this season. I think he's commented to me a couple of times about it. So
he'd be well at home with us then.
Well, we've got enough shit, haven't we?
Oh, controversial comments there from the skipper.
Back in the room.
He's here all evening, folks. Well, John's run of disappointment is going to continue, I think.
Oh man, this is an irritating penalty for left-hander.
He won't be happy with a 2 to start him off. So, it's the Welsh wizard,
Is he at the Duke?
Andy Purple Hayes. Andy Purple Hayes is up next to punish John's 2. I think we're looking for Andy to slam down a 6+ here and really cement it.
It's an interesting matchup, this one, because Hayes is nothing if not a constant surprise at the alley.
As with many of the best things in life, Alan.
Indeed. Oh,
There we go.
no surprises tonight, Newts. I think.
Still got a very inviting
Surprise will be
kingpin.
how many?
Still an inviting kingpin there.
It's 29 last time out for Hayes, I believe, if you look at the stats. Oh,
And he took that. He took that invitation and he hammered it.
it was nice to watch.
Now then, very strong 8. He's relaxed now. The kiddies can have a Christmas dinner, so he can concentrate on his leisure time. That's good. Some usual lads night out banter going on there behind the commentary position. Of a close-knit team, it has to be said.
Here on the old poundage, I've got to say. Subs are looking right.
Alan referring to the fact that every team member has to contribute a £1 coin for the privilege of playing. They only have half have subbed. Now then,
I think Ansell's probably not, but he doesn't like to. Then we reminded
Dave
him
Groves
up and he just has to pay.
for the Knickers. It's got a nice grouping to the left as you look at it, and that was very close from here. He'll be disappointed with that. That was nearly a strong 8, so 5 scored for Dave.
21 for us.
19 to the Knickers. We are on 21 plus whatever Matt Wright, our number 4, can lay on. So rather like Andy, another 7+ will demoralise them even further.
I think, the leg,
Seal the deal.
with something like that. Yeah, I think the leg will be there. Albert, have you got a pound?
Oh, it's a lovely king shot. If anything, slightly too strong. We could have slower ball might have taken 1 or 2 more, but we won't be disappointed with that. Now then, that central pin is where he's got to be aiming for to try and maximise this third ball. It's a 6. Give him a round of applause, but he's probably disappointed with that. After that lovely first, slightly disappointed with that, Matthew?
Albert was moving within my eyesight.
He's very young and he's not aware of the full etiquette. Although he was placing his backside in your eye line, which is probably...
I just like a scapegoat in the situations.
That's fair enough. Brutal honesty as usual from Mr. Wright. He was blaming our youngest team member for wiggling his backside within his purview. But then he did confess that he's just looking for a scapegoat. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the point, Peter Ward now for the Knickers.
After a few years of marriage, though, Newts, it's very much whatever you can get, isn't it? I think.
Now then,
A coquettish 16-year-old. Doesn't really matter. We're wearing a beanie, why not? We're a broad church in the LMO.
another 5 there laid down by the Pete from the Knickers. Now then, number 5 for lads like Brian Archer. Usually reliable.
Last week,
A little-
report back on last week from Newts. I wasn't here, as you know, preparing for the move.
Last week, disappointment, I think, would be fair. I believe there was a 0 involved.
Yeah, a 0. I think Brian said a 1 in the beer.
Oh, it might have been a 1.
Yeah, so I mean, then he got a ludicrous 13.
He
Didn't
did
even
get a
win
big
us 2
spare.
points.
Yeah, no. He was.
Still for nothing.
No.
Who anchored last week? I didn't really.
I can't remember.
Was it Brian in the anchor position?
I can't remember, Alan, I'm afraid.
I'll have to ask him. He's more comfortable, I think, in
Just shaved it there, but a good 7.
Were you in anchor last week? Were you position 6? Okay. Right.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No one does, you see. I take that for the team on a weekly basis.
Right.
Not now. No, I mean, sometimes it can be absolutely fine when we're at 34. And it's
Here comes Derek for the Knickers there, number 6.
on 23, so he needs to win.
The last throws for Knickers in this first leg. It's not going to help them close the deficit down. The old trick shot, missing everything in front of it and hitting the last pin. Second ball was better, but that kingpin just whistled through and took nothing else with it. What a shame. Now, it's not a great lie here. Again, he probably should have deserved one more, but a 4 from that one is not going to help them. 28 is the total for the first leg. We've already beaten them. We're on 32. Alan.
Actually on 34.
Oh, we're on 34.
Not by my addition.
Alan doesn't need to throw, but he's always got to think of his averages. We're just checking a bit of a discrepancy between what's on the chalkboard and what's on the official score sheet. And yeah, it's his 34. Plus these. A good leg from the lads. Second ball for Alan. Just whistled wide of that kingpin. He's still got it there. He's very relaxed. Hit the kingpin and it flew across and didn't take any out. He's got the lowest score off the leg for the lads' night out. And he lands himself a 20p fine for the curry fund. Still, it's a 38 leg. 2 points, 2 desperately needed points for the lads.
Yeah, I mean,
In their
strong start, don't you?
position, propping up, well, not quite propping up, but close to propping up the division, but certainly in the relegation spot.
Not done the tables because of the old move. They have not done the tables. So after 1 point last week, I suspect we're going to be deep in the relegation mire, Newts, to be honest. Oh, cheeky little.
That is a cheeky pick up for that second shot. Albert's been on fire the last few games. Let's see what he can do with this one. Has he rolled it wide? Hey, took the consolation 6. He's built on his 5 from the first leg to post a 6. As lads night out lead out leg 2. Now then, Mike started off very strongly for Knickers with a 7 in the first leg. It was their best score by a couple. Can he show them some strength and lead them out here to a strong response?
He's hit at least 1 spare this season, possibly 2. I can't remember. He's brought home the bacon for the Knickers a little bit, but let's see what he can do.
And again, unfortunate. There's been a few of those wild pins that have tumbled straight through and out the other side without collecting any others. Now then, King is still here, and a good grouping on the right as you look at it, dear viewer. Oh yeah, that's a very strong.
Again, second ball, great pick.
Good second ball. Yeah. Tricky now this one because you want the angle on the King for that side pin, but it's very straight on to collect all 3.
If you get 7 or 8, you'll be happy.
Or miss all of them as an alternative there. Just the 6 scored. And just have to report that our last live stream has been viewed over 140 times so far. For some reason.
I've not watched it.
Although apparently for a view, Facebook requires somebody to look at it for 3 seconds. So what I'm suspecting is 3 people have watched all of it, and everyone else just went, "What the hell is this?" and then clicked away after 3 seconds. Anyway, here's Steve. Causing confusion by going out of turn. Yes, well, yeah. Was it a genuine error on his part just to put off Alex? Let's see if it's worked.
They're experienced sides. They've got every trick, everything up their sleeves, haven't they? I mean, we could learn from this sort of stuff, you know.
Oh, now then. Alex feeling under pressure, coming back off an 8 with his last go. Oh, he got another 8. That's what a pickup shot.
I'll give you a half round of applause for that spawny shot.
Wow.
It was a good shot.
2 8s in a row. What are you feeling now, Alex?
I've peaked.
Peaked, oh dear. That doesn't bode well. He feels he's peaked. Still, 16 after 2.
Yeah, you've got to be happy with that.
I think so.
On for the 40.
Oh, just whistled wide. Steve's, if they were mind games, they may have backfired on him.
He's played them on his own mind. There we go.
That's a better second.
Alex should have got another one for that, wouldn't he? Not deservedly, just through.
Still, he's got the kingpin here. Can he nail it? No, he's missed the king. Just took the 1, not quite enough angle. 5 scored again. Consistency from Steve there, 2 5s. Plays 14.
It's nice again to have an early lead in the leg, isn't it? It's just me. Yeah, it is you, Andy, yeah.
It is. As Andy Hayes, the Welsh wizard, Purple Haze, named after the colour of the drink he prefers. Now then.
Newly employed, of course. Let's mention that.
Well, we've just said yes. He has started another contract, which means that now that Christmas dinner can be given to his family, perhaps he's relaxed into his Skittles.
I'm not sure.
No, maybe not. Maybe he's now thinking about New Year. Is he over relaxed?
He's still remaining away from the rat here.
He is moved away. He's not going to hit the king.
He has at least held it there. Slightly disappointing through.
An under par 4 for Andy there. A fine.
20 pounds.
A little bit of yo-yo scoring there from Andy. Brings the lads' pin total up to 18. So a 7 from John to pull things level.
It's a big step up.
It is a big step up from his previous 2. Let's see though. That's a better delivery.
Unfortunately,
I think
just have 3.
I think a little bit unlucky there with 3. Now we've got the quarter pin on the angle here. He's on it.
Good.
Yes, that was nice. The tricky angle here.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're 7 or 8 here, you'd be really happy. It's looking like the 8.
Oh, excellent 7. Great way to come back from a 2. A captain's throw there, I think.
Yeah. It seemed, we're not away from them yet, and so he's keeping them in there.
So, after the first 3 from each team have thrown in this second leg, it's all square on the pins, which means everything that's gone from now is wiped out. It's just down to the triumvirate of Matt, Brian and Alan. Here's Matt for the lads, coming off his 6 in leg 1. Oh, that was a both powerful and smooth delivery. Greased it onto the alley.
I think he can. I think it's a lovely looking shot, but it's slightly peculiar. It's pins remaining. Oh, he's been unlucky.
Got a struggle to get a 7 here.
Well, I mean, you should take 1, surely. Just choose your pin.
Those gaps are very big, though. When they're like that, it's one of the most difficult shots in Skittles, I find, when you've got the big gaps everywhere. It's very difficult just to relax it.
I know Matt, and he would be thinking, I need to shave this to have a hope of getting the extra 1 there. So,
and then you run the risk, of course, of overcooking it. Yeah. But still,
ambition. I love his ambition, always.
Always entertaining. Always entertaining. Now then.
as you say, pops it on the deck.
Smooth and powerful.
Smooth as a monkey.
A shaved monkey. A freshly shaved monkey. Now it's Dave for Knickers. He's managed to clear out the back and still keep the king and both quarter pins available. Oh, whistle through. Well.
All about this here to see where the power in this leg lies, isn't it? It's a good enough.
Oh, it's a little too straight. But you're right, again, a harsh kingpin not to take out another one on its way through it.
Yeah. But a little bit of a lead for us now, which is going on me last time out, is what we will need.
Only 2 pins though, whereas we had a much more comfortable cushion last time.
I mean, it was very much a loosener for me and Brian last time out, wasn't it, really? The leg was won.
Now then, Brian, Christmas t-shirt, resplendent.
Would you say he's gone early there on the Christmas wear? I mean, I know their Christmas do is legendary, isn't it, at 3 Chilies?
Well, it is our
Watch
last.
Out Reading is normally what we think. You know.
It is our last game of the before the festivities, so perhaps we all should have joined in.
Well, maybe so. Well, I think we can manufacture a pretend game next week. In fact, there's a new no game now on Monday, I believe.
Ooh. 7 for Brian.
Start the schedule if we need any warm up.
Well, you heard it here first. There might be a bonus social game.
Jugs out for the lads.
Oh, a jug of beer has arrived. So Brian, very consistent, 7 and 7. Matt Wright, very consistent, 6 and 6. Alex Lesak, very consistent, 8 and 8 for the lads. It's looking good here. Now then, Peter for the Knickers. To the tones of madness in the background. He's whistled. He's whistled.
I want to prove that there's a line on that. What do I have to drink? Yeah. Drink 4 pints. I should have done that earlier, but it's almost too early.
Oh, that's a lovely shot.
People gradually arrive. There we go. That's a nice second shot there.
It is a good second shot. What can he do with the third now? There is an 8 here. Now then, this looks very good. Oh, really good. He's going to be feeling much happier than he was after the 5 in the first leg. However, I believe it's a 2-pin still advantage. Only the 2 pins. Now then, Skipper Allen. How are you feeling about a 2-pin advantage?
Well, I'd like more, obviously. I'm still feeling I'm just warming into it.
Well, good luck. Stay close to the radiator. So, the skipper, as he said, as he alluded, he's just warming back up after missing a week's duty. Can he improve on that rather disappointing 4 in leg 1? Oh, straight on the king. If anything, very slightly too straight. He's cleared out that middle lane. Still, there's a 9 on here. Oh, that was unfortunate. He's now got to change sides, surely, and aim for the right of the alley as you look at it. Yeah, he's crossing over. Oh, through the gap, that's unlucky. 5 scored there. An improvement, though. It's a
the split.
No, well, again, those gaps are too inviting.
Yeah, this early stage in the game, and I'm just feeling my way in. And just that, particularly from the anti-Rads shot there, never comfortable.
No, but still, on the positive side, Derek here requires an 8 to win, and he's coming from a 4.
Yeah,
now,
he's a good player, though. I mean, so he's definitely got it in him. We'll see.
Now, he did this very similar shot to you, but his just cleared out the sides there.
He's got power. He's left himself. It's there, the 8.
Now then, key shot.
I think he's going to have this.
Oh! Straight through. Now then, you heard that groan from the lads' night out as they got away with it a little bit there.
Very So beer leg.
Another 2 points. That's 4 well-needed points for Lads Night Out after 2 legs.
We've got away with one there.
It's now leg 3, the beer leg, the tradition at ABM in the third leg. If you score more pins than your opponent, they have to buy you a beer and vice versa. So Lads Night Out have the advantage of the follow. So let's see what Mike from Knickers can come up with.
No, just the jukebox selection, not your go.
The old trick shot there, just the one at the back for Mike. Now he is against the young shaver Albert Hansel, who isn't legally allowed to buy a beer. He has picked up a good second ball, and he's that one span away. You saw that there spin, especially as it was. That was a very unusual and unfortunate. But then that's kind of the story of their evening so far. Some of these unfortunate shots. I think from where he was, that's a very strong 6.
To get that extra one as well was lovely.
Now, young Albert has put all the madness on the jukebox because the Wallingford School production is Our House, the Madness musical.
Mark Savoury this very evening, going on Saturday night possibly, although actually he'd rather just go to the pub because they got a babysitter, he revealed to me exclusively. But he has got to go and see
I'm going to see it on Thursday as my son is doing the follow spot. Technical crew. As Albert does his own trick shot, knocking 2 out from the back. 1 up on Mike, his opponent. Oh, now then. This is a pressure shot for the beer leg. He needs 4 to take it to a rollover. Now then. Oh, that is unfortunate. Just the 4. Perhaps too much madness.
I mean, I think you can have that. Unlucky.
Never mind, Albert. An overdose of high-intensity sacks. Rather change of pace in the musical selections now. I wonder if that'll suit Steve from Knickers, who's up next. He's scampered up again. All the rest of his team seem to have left him to watch what's on the telly. Oh, and they've missed. And they've missed an amazing first ball because they were more interested in the television than in their teammate. What a shame. Now he'll play.
He needs to play with an empty mind, clearly. Oh! He knows, well, I mean, he knows he needs, an 8, the way Slazak's been putting him on.
Now then. Oh, it rolled away. Very good. All with the 1 ball. It's always a good feeling when you get 7 with 1 ball. Now, Alex, coming off the double 8.
If he can hit a 9, parity is ours, isn't it?
8 for the beer, but 9 to things up, please. He's looking quite. If you wouldn't mind a bit, or you could just splash it all over my mind. Oh, now hang on. Goodness.
What did you say last leg?
Yeah. Hang on. Now then, that's a pickup shot. That's a lovely pickup shot, and this is a good grouping of pins here.
Yeah, it's a possible 8, very much so. Where's he gone? He's only. He's
got it again. Wow. He's on the triple 8.
He's on the 40.
Alex Slezak, sponsored by 888 Casinos. 1 for the sponsors there. If you had an in-game on that one, I suspect it paid out very handsomely after his first shot.
I can reveal that Dave said to me at the bar he's got a barrel of the Easy Geese racked and ready when the old trip runs out tonight. I don't know what's going on with the guest policy, but I like the fact that he actually considers that some might get finished and we could have some more afterwards. So
we were disappointed that you couldn't see the glory of 2 guest beers on last time out.
I was pretty angry, I'm not going to lie to you.
We noticed. Now then, it's John for
I was supposed
Knickers.
to sacking off the whole move and just coming down here for a couple of sherbets.
Yeah, but I think that was I think you made the marriage lengthening decision not to do that. 4 scored only for John. Now then, 17 for the Knickers. 12 lads not out plus whatever Andy Hayes can put together for this third leg.
So 5 for parity.
Yeah. 5 to draw the match. Draw the leg. Sorry. He's lost a bit of weight. Out come the wallet and the phone and the keys. He's decided he's got to bowl light.
I mean, you know, we've always assumed, you know, that Woolen's off, nothing in the pocket for the lunge. You know.
Well, that's reasonable. It's a reasonable start. But will we see him skip up to the line? No, just the traditional half a step.
He's got good there.
Yeah, that's nice. Although you don't want to be left with this one.
Splits. Yeah.
It's either going to be a 7 or a 6.
Though, isn't he? He's got his.
He has won his beer leg.
He's had.
Oh, it's okay. Well played, Andy. He's taken half a fruit juice off his opponent.
It's basically average of 6.
So we have 18 pins to lads night out, 17 pins to Knickers. 1 point in it after the first 3 have bowled in this leg 3. Now it's Dave for Knickers, coming off a 5 and a 4. He's coming off a 5 and a 4. Okay, solid start. Kingpin still available. Plenty of options to work with. Oh, it's still rocking and rolling. That's very harsh because that's going to be difficult now to clear all of these with that angle.
Still an 8 in here.
There is an 8 here. But not now. No, that's a shame. I think that's got to put you off when you see that just
Spin on it.
teasing you with its right over.
180 degree. Worth watching on the replay, that, just to see quite how much that refused to fall over.
Yeah, that was one of the more unfortunate pin nudges we've seen. Now, so Matt needs a 6 to win his beer leg, and obviously if he can open out a lead for the lads.
Absolutely.
Another strong, almost perhaps, I wonder, is it too strong on the kit?
A little bit over vigorous from Matt. I said to him actually 2 games ago, I said maybe just take a little bit off the gas, Matt.
Again there, because these pins fly high when you hit them hard, and we want them to stay low and take out some others on the way apart.
He's staying over wide here, looking for the 3 there. I question whether he's made hard work of a 5.
He has made hard work of a 5. 6-6-5 for Matt. He's drawn the beer leg, rolled it over to the next leg, but
escaped the fine.
Matt, we were just talking that you know you have a lovely smooth delivery and very powerful. Do you think perhaps almost too much power?
I don't know where this power is coming from all of a sudden. I don't really feel like I'm trying hard. I think if perhaps if I'd been a bit less powerful, a few more might have gone down.
Well, we're just noticing that though you're hitting them with such force, they're flying up rather than over and taking. So maybe too much of this muscular frame of yours.
It's not muscular. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. I just need to calm down a bit.
Are you excited?
Too excited, yeah.
Well, let's see what the next couple of legs brings.
Good first ball, second ball, it'd be disappointing.
Now then.
Third ball is going to be disappointing.
Oh dear. Peter, 5, 7 and 4, all up and down again, another yo-yo. 26 to the Knickers, 23 lads night out, plus these from Brian, who's coming off 2 7s. Strong opening couple of legs.
See where he goes. 1 in the beer leg last week.
He's not rushing the alley, putting his beer down where he can identify it. It comes up a little dab on the moistened cloth, a little hoik up of the trousers.
Fancy going for a 7 here. So I mean, I hardly think that's controversial. What we've seen so far.
Well, it's a great start on the journey to a 7.
5 down. I think we might see more than 7 each now after that first ball. Although it's not an easy.
No, those gaps.
Nice.
You see, he's seen the gap. He's known about it, and he's overcorrected.
He's got the beer in the bag as well. So where are we gone?
Oh, now that was much better. Just tweaked it. He's got a 5. He's won his beer leg, but he'll be disappointed in not that. It was certainly a big score on the table. 28 plays 26, 2-pin lead for the lads, plus whatever Derek can take out of that.
Oh, Albert's lost the beer leg, isn't he?
Albert is the only one to lose a beer leg so far. And Matt has rolled his over. Now then, big powerful strike from Derek.
Always a lot of.
It's a nice angle here on the kingpin.
Kind of, we're still in 2-point lead.
Oh, now then, that was millimetres away from being a devastating blow. What can he do now here? Bit of an angle across. It's played. It's a 6. 4, 6, and 6 for Derek, which takes them up to a 32 for leg 3. Lads not out, currently on 28. 5 to win, but he needs a 7 for his beer leg.
Let's think big.
5. So some light-hearted barracking from the Lads Not Out supporters there. From the Lads Not Out supporter. Lovely. What a kingpin strike from the skipper. 6. He's done what he needed to do. Oh, that was very close. He's going to go for it again. He's no need to play safe here. Surely he's got to hit that quarter pin on the angle. He's on the radiator side of the alley. Drafted up there. Has he done it? Yes, he has. That was looking on all the way down the alley. The 9 for Alan. No, don't abandon the radiator if in doubt.
Stick with it. I was so close to second ball. I was like, just a little.
37 to Lads Not Out. 32 to the Knickers. Another 2 points. That's 6 points to 0. Great performance so far. It's the lads now to it's the lads not to lose. They've won the match, but to lose points, they need to continue to try and make up the deficit that they have against the teams higher in the division. Get them out of that relegation zone.
Knickers might be the team who are down in the pit of it with us, to be honest.
Now they're young Albert. Another trick shot, clearing out the rear pins first. Rolled through and didn't take any. He's got to get the right angle on the kingpin here, otherwise he's going to struggle. He's pulled it. Just a consolation one. Only 4, scored another fine.
It's all right. Don't worry, mate. Hello, Jeremy.
So unfortunate there. Albert. Never mind. So, there's a Mike for the Knickers. Coming off a 7, a 6 and a 6. One of the stronger players tonight for Knickers. That's, big delivery. Square on the kingpin there and only took one out with it. That's very unlucky. Now, will that get to him for this second shot? Yeah, that's I think that was lucky. Lucky to get. I think it's winded him that first shot. Square on the kingpin, just took one out with it. No, hit the kingpin and then just one other.
still got the second shot pick up, great pick up again. That's what we saw from Michael Knight.
6. Very consistent. 7, 6, 6, 6. Their most consistent player.
To 6, at least.
Well, he needed to. That was he had to work hard for that one. So a 2-pin advantage in leg 4 after the first throws.
To throw the balls down the alley, I think we might. You know, even if the pins aren't doing the business, you can still pull scores out of it. A bit worried about Albert. If you know how he can dip on the old positivity.
I think he's just on Facebook, to be honest. I think he's just social. He's probably Instagramming or MySpacing or GeoCities or whatever the kids are doing these days. Now then, another wobbler. Now then, I assume he's going to go to the right as you look at it. Yes, he is. Oh, I found the gap. 4 scored after 3 8s. He is tired. 3 8s and a fine. That's Yo-Yo Skittles from Slezak.
It's disappointing.
Still, he's on 28 after 4 legs.
They're all for 4s, nothing lower than a 4.
Makes up for last, right? Here's Steve for Knickers. Coming off a glorious 7 for his beer leg. Just shaved that one.
He didn't win his beer leg, did it, that 7? It was a great 7. 1 ball 7.
It was. The 1 ball 7. He was very pleased with it. Oh, again, a lovely kingpin strike.
But 2 just went, I've given up.
They did. But you'd have liked more of them to give up.
Whose selection is this? This is more like what I'm feeling it.
That's a 6.
Who put this on? Who put these on?
6 for Steve. Now then, lads night out after 2 have thrown, the leg 4 have their biggest deficit of the game. 4 pins behind after 2 have thrown. It's Andy Hayes up next. He was distracted there by conversation, but that's probably a sign of how relaxed he is. 8, 4 and a 6, a little bit yo-yo-y. Hopefully we want him not to yo-yo down again. We want him to pick up that 8 again. Great shot. 6 pins with 1 ball is always a lovely start. Now then, the problem with this is you've got a very inviting gap. Yeah, he's gone straight down it. It's the black hole effect. Now then, that's better pacing. That's a strong 7. It's about as well as you could do there with that angle. Best pin score of the leg by 3 so far from anybody else. We have a very slender 3-pin lead, but John for the Knickers now. What can he take out of that? Well, that's equalised. Whatever he can score now is the lead. That was lovely. Really good. There's a clearance on here. The angle's real good. Now then. He just pulled it. That's a really good 7. Great 7 from John. Equaled Andy's score, but he's pulled his team to a pin lead. 19 to 15. They maintain their 4-pin advantage. Now, Matt heads up the last 3 for the lads. Playing in number 4 tonight. Coming off a 6, 6 and a 5. He's found the gap. This nervous smile. We spoke, didn't we, about his power, maybe overthrowing it. Just wang it back. Yay!
Too soon, man. Too soon.
He's all over the shop. He's tired, emotional, irrational, confused. What's the matter, man?
You know, some nights you have a good night, sometimes you don't.
And how's the Skittles?
It's fun, enjoyable.
Let's see now. 6 has been your score this evening.
Yes.
Dave has not yet posted a 6. No. He of course needs a 7 to take the beer.
He does.
So let's see what he can do. Second shot now.
Then you see, I was in such a confused state. I thought I'd lost to John, who
you've never played all night.
No.
Right, now then, here we go. Look, this looks like a consolation beer on its way for you now. Unless a miracle happens.
I'd say the first one. I'm going by the beer.
You go by the beer now. Yeah.
The first shot, I tried to go slowly, and on your advice, as he said.
But you have to aim as well. I mean, you can't disconnect the speed from the aiming.
No, and it felt very unnatural.
Did it? So you just have to go big or go home. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you know, you go with your natural, what your arm does naturally.
Which now it has to dip into its wallet and go and buy a beer. Brilliant smort there, Matt. You can tell he's disappointed, but he's still enjoying his Skittles there. But Matty, yeah. He tried it. He's now blaming us for the advice to slow it down. He said it felt all wrong, going slower. He was still quite fast by my book.
Yeah, I mean, all I was saying is take a couple of MPH off. I didn't say it. Did you say it to him then? I was just said it's.
Now then, Brian.
Definitely lost this leg.
Brian, 2 bowled, none scored.
5 behind as we speak.
3.
So still 2 behind.
Yeah.
I'm going to say shit.
24 pins, the lads' night out.
The 20 counts. So we're 2 behind plus these from Peter.
2 behind plus or 2 ahead, did you say?
2 behind.
Oh yeah, we're 2 behind plus these. Yeah. So it's their turn to punish us.
Yeah. For that, it's a good shot. It's a great shot.
Lovely.
The punishment is
Nice grouping on the right of the alley as you look at it. Bowler's left. He's going cross court.
He's going to put me in the spare.
Nice.
To make a game.
That was a lovely slow delivery. He's got a shake of his fist there. He's disappointed with that.
Well, it looked like it deserved a little bit more. There's not a lot wrong with that, and you'd have thought maybe 3 there. So I can see his point. That's looking good though.
Oh, that's a great 8. He really went for that acute angle,
that's
but
pretty much the leg. Isn't it?
That is the leg gone.
Ahead.
They're 10 ahead. Unless you can pull out one of those rare magical spares.
Yeah, but even
Brian Archer giving the skipper an intimate massage to relax him before his throw.
I mean, Derek's still only going to be left with peanuts to get.
Yeah. I think the skipper's chalked up no points out of this leg. Now, has he relaxed himself because of that? This might be a big score from him. He's coming off a 9. 3 per ball is all you need for a 9. Oh, it's looking unlikely now. Yeah. Just the 5. He's out the fine zone. Only the one fine this evening so far for the skipper. That's 5. That's 29.
29 for the leg.
The lad's lowest leg by 7 pins. A real dip in form. Now then, Derek barrels another big shot down. He's got another powerful bowler. What can he do with the second shot? Oh, it's just, they're toppling as if they were matchsticks.
They've left it all on the alley here in leg 4, haven't they?
They've really brought the game to us. That was half a ball, less than half a ball out. Well played, Derek.
42.
A 42 leg. Where's that come from? Lowest score in that leg for the Knickers was a 6. 2 6s, 2 7s, and 2 8s. What a interesting score. Whereas we had 2 4s, a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 7. Now then, final leg. Need to pull it back another point or 2 for our league position. Now we won the.
To repair the damage from last week.
Yeah, we won the toss. So Alan has played the traditional game of putting them in first, which means they need to lead out, give us a target.
Mr. Cooper's, along with never rush the hockey, always put them in. That was another principle of skill. It's one of the pillars on which the LNO is built, to be honest.
It's just a shame this season you've been able to use that pillar so few times.
I mean, what are you going to do?
A shaver from Mike. However, there is an angle here. There is an angle here. The kingpin's still there. Squeak an 8. No, he's pulled that down. 6. That's a very consistent game. 7, 6, 6, 6, 6 for 31 for Mike from Knickers. Well played. Now,
Friday night, isn't it?
did you get a flake with that?
It's his fault.
Who bought the hat?
I like the froth.
Did you want a flake?
It's all about the froth.
Right, so Albert, very disappointed with his last 2 legs. Can he redeem himself with his final one? That's nicer. Left the kingpin again. He seems to be a specialist at getting high scores, leaving the king to last. He's pulled that over. He's getting a little bit frustrated with himself now. I wonder if leaving the woolly hat on has been an error. Oh, and it didn't take any with it. That's another 4. Unlucky Albert.
What's the mess?
Unlucky Albert. There's just been some speculation in the commentary box that perhaps leaving the beanie hat on all night was an error. Do you feel like you were overheated at all?
No, but maybe the copious amounts of sugary drinks didn't help.
It could be a bit of a sugar rush, but unlucky, unfortunate. I think those last.
It's just not been good, has it?
Well, you heard, to be fair, you are coming off a run of excellent scores.
So it had to happen sometime.
Well, it happens to us all eventually, but well played. And unlucky. Been an expensive night for you. Fines, lost your beer.
Yeah,
Never mind. There's always next time.
of course.
Happy New Year. Steve took a knee there. Only 2. Supportive comments from his teammates there. The first 2 were crap, but you're robbed on that one. Which is probably sums up quite a few players' games this evening.
Corn vinegar. It's a curved ball there, the old flavours. He's gone non-cheese.
Now, Alex Slezak coming off 3/8, a 4. And he rediscover some of that first 3-leg form. Another 8 would be a lovely way to finish off though. Strong.
Yeah, well, let's see where he goes here. Look at
Through the gap is where he's gone there.
17.
That's fine. Where's he on? There we go. Oh! Squeak one over 34.
Nick to consolation. 6 scored. 34.
You're looking like top of the pot. You're looking top of the pops tonight, mate. Because everyone else has got. Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Now John. He's been up and down. 2, a 7, a 4, a 7. Can he pull out a strong final leg? No, he's found the gap on that first one. Bit of a foot stomp from him
A
there.
little bit of a chugging Soundgarden tune from about 1991 on. Loud Love. It's one for older viewers, really. Back when they were good, I'd say.
Vintage viewers.
What's John going to finish up with here? He's been all over the place tonight.
Well, here's, I'm just saying to the massive audience at home that he's been up and down and kind of split the difference there with a final 5. 25 scored.
Hayes already got him in his pocket. 25 pins scored already for Hayes. So on the beat your opponent expectation, it's not much to do.
But he's had a little glitch in leg 2 with a 4. But if he can pull out a 6 or a 7, he'll gnaw 30.
Into the 30 cups. I mean, there's a lot of potential high scoring available from if we can all pull out a decent 5th leg. And
Bigger run up than usual from Andy here.
He's gone hard.
And ended up with the trick
Go
shot.
home, is it?
The Virgo shot.
The cheese is getting ahead.
Now he's back to the usual half a step run up.
Better. There we go. Don't go changing the winning formula around here. Come on, mate.
There he goes, back to the half step. Flirting with the big run up didn't work for him.
I think he's gone a little bit wide, but he's had a one. Well,
He's got the solid 6.
good stuff. 31. As you said, in his 30s.
31.
On the team sheet for the next game in 2020.
So two out of the top first 3 have broken 30 for Lads Night Out. Only one of the top 3 for the Knickers has broken 30.
18-23 for Mark.
Let's see.
Brian.
So what are we looking at? A 3-pin advantage to Lads Night Out. What can they do? He's got 3. He's 3 behind as he bowls.
Is it only a 3-pin? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
It's a good first ball.
It is. We can hold on.
Oh, again, there've been lots of pins that have flown across and not taken anything with them.
Remarkable to get through the gap with those 2 there. Just not have them. Looking good.
Oh! Well played, Dave. A 5, 4, 5, 7, 6, 27. Almost the perfect score. As you know, 28 is the perfect score in skills. I'm only saying that because that's my average.
There's Matt 23 so far.
Yeah.
Matt can bring. Let's see what speed is. What's he going to do now? We've thrown him that curveball of.
Let's have a look. Let's just watch his form. I've changed the angle a bit higher on the camera, so I hope you've been watching me. Big run up. You see, he plants smoothly on the alley. It's always that hardly any noise he drops it and it slides down. Now then, kingpin still available. He pulled it. He's just. Now then. Ah. Run out of excuses there.
28.
The perfect skittling score.
Slezak and Hayes, late entrance into the team lineup this evening. They only confirmed with me yesterday, post the second use of his van in the week, that they might slope down here for a couple of sherbets. And here they are, sitting pretty, top positions 1 and 2, and looking like they're probably going to remain there, unless me and Brian can pull something very serious out of our arses. So
Peter from Knickers now. Again, bit of an up and down, 5, 7, 4 and 8 his previous scores. He's missed with the first ball. Oh, he's just brushed the kingpin. Still managed to at least take a couple more out of it. It didn't deviate the ball's path. Now then, he's got to have a big king now for his final. He is
furious.
Well, and he probably has every right to be honest. The Skittles have not played fair this evening with a lot of players. Now then, let's see, what can he do?
Still a decent shot for him, so
laser on.
If he hits a king.
Oh,
He deserves so much more.
he did hit the king. Oh, he's angrily kicked the furniture on his way back.
Did he?
Yes.
15, 20.
No, he's very angry. And why? He got 28. It's a perfectly acceptable score.
I mean, so where Brian at? 14, 22 Brian's at, so work to do to get to his 28 here.
Wow. Brian's not rushing it though. He's having a massive chug of beer.
2 behind as we speak.
Just the 2.
21 plays.
23.
Do with Brian hitting
Now,
someone.
Lance not out 2 pins behind. Brian
Dropping
needs
on
to
it, Brian.
needs to sort of build some. He's now gone both sides of the kingpin. I'm nervous. I know I should be impartial as commentary, but I'm nervous now. Everyone's holding their breath. Come on, Brian.
There he goes.
It's still a fine zone, but you know, at least he hit something. That's a 5-3-4. That's a poor final 3 legs. 26.
That is annoying. Frustrated there.
Well, what do you put your performance down to tonight, Brian?
I think I just took my foot off the gas on a new id one, Simon. It's the age-old problem, isn't it?
Wow, philosophical words from Brian there.
He put his 20p in, that's all I can do.
Derek, of course, coming off a fantastic 8 with his powerful first delivery again. Oh, and again the kingpin just flying through, not taking out any of the others. Consolation for a 6. Strong finish, Derek.
Good score. 18 as well, makes it 30. 10. 22, 7. 29 is that? 10, 21, 8, yeah, 29. 140.
So
50, 161, 166, I mean.
right.
I don't know how many we need. We need some. About
5. 29 pins scored for the Knickers. We are on 25. 5 pins required for the win from Alan. Well, there's 3 of them. Missed the kingpin, but cleared out that back chevron. Second ball. He missed the king again and cleared out the second row. He's just teasing with everyone. Now, as a lefty, he's not particularly happy with the change of angle, but let's see what he can do. Consolation. Oh, it's a strong 7.
30. Hey!
I mean, someone's got to be the worst, don't they?
140, 55, 160, 170.
32 pins to 29. Another 2 points. 8-2 to Lads Night Out. A really needed 8 points. Bit of an up and down game there, but there we go. The lads have taken the win, which well, we'll have to see how the points shape themselves out. You can always see the latest results and the stats at abmskittles.com. But other than that, that's the last live stream we'll be doing before Christmas. So I'd just like to wish you all a happy Christmas. We'll see you in 2020 for more top flight Skittles action from the ABM Club in Wallingford. Good night.
How many viewers do you